want to bring in Jonathan Tamari, national politics reporter with the Philadelphia Inquirer, for an in-depth look at this Senate race. Jonathan, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So, Jonathan, this is President Biden's home state. What would it mean if Democrats lose this toss-up race? And could this potentially be the first domino to fall, ultimately leading to President Biden not seeking re-election?
Well, I think it would certainly be a really big blow to Democrats to lose this race. When you look across the map, this is their best chance to pick up a Republican-held seat because the incumbent, Pat Toomey, is not running for re-election. But I don't know that it would certainly affect his ability to advance his agenda. I'm not sure if it would really affect his thinking going forward as far as whether he would run for another term or not. I think there's probably bigger questions than this one election that will hinge on.
Appreciate that. And meanwhile, we've seen ads featuring former President Obama. We're now just hearing reports that he will physically be in Pennsylvania campaigning for Democrats just days before Election Day. Do you think that his physical presence there was always the plan, or are Democrats making a last-minute change to try to drum up more support in Pennsylvania?
It's pretty common to bring out folks like President Obama to Philadelphia late in elections. He's gotten tremendous support out of Philadelphia when he was on the ballot. If you remember, before the 2016 election, he did a big rally at Independence Hall with Hillary Clinton and Bruce Springsteen. So he is kind of a closer in Philadelphia for Democrats very often. And so this is kind of part of the typical Democratic playbook, I would think, as they try to boost turnout in that city.
All right. And meanwhile, Fetterman tweeting today, quote, "Trump is literally counting on Oz's help to steal the 2024 election." What do you make of this?
Well, I think this is a reference to a report in Rolling Stone about Trump potentially attacking Philadelphia's vote this year, as he did in 2020, and as many people suspect he might do if he ran for president again in 2024. And if you remember, the Senate obviously was one of the two chambers that had a vote on certifying and affirming President Joe Biden's win. Trump has endorsed Oz, and so the Fetterman campaign is basically suggesting that if Oz wins and he's endorsed by Trump, that he might support an attempt to usurp the 2024 results if it ever comes to that. Oz has said he would honor the results of that election, or he has said he would honor the results of this election, and he has said he would have certified the 2020 vote. But it's certainly an issue that is heavily on Democrats' minds as they remember the attempt to throw out Pennsylvania's votes in 2020.
Absolutely. Appreciate the insights. Jonathan Tamari, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Well, Eric,
thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.